Miriam sat quietly at the small wooden table near her window. Outside, the wind moved gently through the trees, but inside her home, everything felt still, painfully still. For months, she had been praying for her family, praying for provision, praying for a breakthrough that seemed to delay longer every day. At first, her prayers were full of excitement. She believed something amazing would happen quickly. But days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and nothing around her seemed to change. The bills were still there. The opportunities had not appeared. The problems looked exactly the same. One evening, she whispered to herself, "God, are you even doing anything?" The next morning, Miriam opened her Bible slowly. Her eyes landed on a verse she had read many times before. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Epistle to the Hebrews 11:1. She stared at the words, evidence, but not seen? How could something be evidence if she could not see it? Then a thought came quietly into her heart. Faith is not believing after something happens. Faith is believing while nothing appears to be happening. Think of a seed planted in the ground. When a farmer plants a seed, the soil looks exactly the same the next day, and the next, and the next. But under the soil, something powerful is taking place. The seed is breaking open, roots are forming, life is beginning. Even though the surface shows nothing, everything underneath is shifting. Miriam closed her Bible and took a deep breath. Maybe heaven was working in ways she could not yet see. Maybe prayers were moving things in the unseen world. Maybe doors were preparing to open at the right time. Maybe the silence was not absence. Maybe it was preparation. So she made a decision. She would not measure God's work by what her eyes could see. Instead, she would trust what God had already spoken. Each morning, she began declaring, "Something is shifting for my good. God is working even when I cannot see it. My breakthrough is growing beneath the surface." Days continued passing. Outwardly, the world still looked ordinary, but something inside Miriam began to change. Her fear became peace. Her anxiety became expectation. Her heart became steady. Faith had replaced frustration. And then, one afternoon, a phone call came. An opportunity she had prayed for months earlier suddenly appeared. A door she thought was closed opened unexpectedly. Provision came from a place she never imagined. Miriam sat quietly again at the same window, but this time tears filled her eyes, not because of struggle, but because she finally understood something. God had been working the whole time. Even when she saw nothing changing, everything had been shifting, because faith does not wait for proof. Faith is the proof, just like the promise written in Epistle to the Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And sometimes the greatest miracles begin long before anyone can see them.